going to go through the basic mat exercises. They'll build your fundamental foundational base for our Pilates program. Our first exercise is breathing. My lovely demonstrator, Natalie, will be your body. And she's going to inhale through her nose, feeling her ribs expand east to west. And then exhale, she's going to feel her ribs draw down and her navel draw up. Inhale, breathing in. And exhale, blowing out. She's also doing a really good job of lifting the belly and the chest as she breathes. And then she lowers the belly and chest as she breathes. Last time, inhale. And then exhale. Okay, now goalpost arms. She'll raise her arms up. Okay, with the arms up, palms facing one another. And she's going to take her arms backward. Okay, now she holds it there, palms face sky. So there is a little rotation. Okay, when she goes up, she's going to purposely arch her middle back. Okay, and go back with your hands. Okay, so she's arching her back right here. We don't want to do that. So if she connects her rib cage, it gets rid of that mid-back arch. That's what we're after, is that rib cage placement. She raises her hands back to the ceiling. As she goes backward, she goes up and behind. The shoulders rise. The ribs are strong. And then on the exhale, she brings it back. Okay, and back over. Shoulders raised. Ribs stay strong. And feel your abs as your exhale comes back. Notice her pelvis is not moving as she goes back. The hips don't grip, her butt is soft, and her ribs pull her arms back down. Okay, now we're gonna go on to our pelvic floor work. You could use a ball or a yoga block. Okay, this one is hard to see. Okay, but if you put your hands on the inside of your pelvis, so Natalie will do that now. Okay, she's gonna inhale to feel long and heavy on the tailbone and head. As she exhales, her navel draws up and into her belly button or sternum, and you can feel her pelvic floor is on. Inhale, she just lets it go, letting the belly lift, and then exhale, a gentle squeeze of the thighs and pull of the lower abs. And last time, inhale, lift, and exhale, pull the navel up and into the heart. And again, she's going to purposely do it wrong and use her hips and glutes. So if she does it wrong, she tucks her butt under. It should not look like that. We want to maintain that nice level neutral pelvis. Last time, inhale, belly lifts, and then exhale, we pull the navel up and in. Okay, now we're going to be moving on, okay, to our first exercise, which is protraction and retraction. So we did our rib cage placement. Now we have our scapular movement and stability. So if she reaches up, the shoulders rise away from the floor, and as she exhales, her shoulders go back toward the mat. Inhale, she reaches to the sky, and then exhale, she pulls gently back. So as she does that, she can feel her stomach working, and then as she exhales, her shoulders get closer. So think shoulder bones away from spine and shoulder bones closer. Last one, shoulder bones away and shoulder bones back. Okay, now she finds her halfway, which is her neutral scapula. Okay, you can see that when she does that, her ribs are just nice and relaxed on the mat. Okay, and she's gonna place her arms back down. Okay, now head nods. Okay, so we want to keep our auditory medius, which is the bone in the middle, in line with the shoulder. So if she drops her chin without her head lifting, she lengthens the neck and she's going to relax her shoulders into the floor. Okay, she'll gaze backward and behind, keeping the shoulders loose, and then exhale, gently nod, lengthening neck. Inhale, lifting chin. Exhale, lowering chin. Okay, now as she utilizes her breath, she can feel her rib cage relax down as she breathes out. Inhale, it expands, and exhale, it flexes. Okay, then she finds her neutral head. Okay, you could also do rotation of the head. She'll turn her head to the right, the left shoulder softens, and then she'll come back, turn her head to the left, right shoulder softens. Okay, just another cervical spine kind of modality to make sure you're not using your shoulders to move your head. Okay, moving on to our ab prep. She's gonna gently anchor her tailbone. Okay, this could be done with or without the ball. The ball is just a cue. We don't want to do like a Suzanne Somers squeeze. Inhale, she'll nod her chin gently. Exhale, she lifts from the rib cage, hold. Now as she holds it here, she's going to loosen her butt into the floor, feeling her lower core work harder, and then she's going to lengthen back down to the ground. Inhale, just nod, soft shoulders. Exhale, roll up from the waist. Inhale, melt the tailbone, feel the lower belly, and exhale, back down. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, just a nod. Exhale, curl up and over. Okay, now Natalie's gonna hold it, keeping her butt loose on the ground, feeling that gentle butt bone connection. She'll place her hands behind her skull. Okay, now she lets her head push into her hands and vice versa. Okay, she has a little bit of armpit engagement. So if she does it wrong, she'll lift her shoulders toward her ears. We don't want any upper neck tension. We want to let those shoulders stay loose. Okay, now she rolls back down. Find that lower belly, lower glute. Exhale, arc up from the waist. Inhale, she stays just to check her hips are off. And then exhale, release back down. One more, butt bone and low belly. Curl up and over, hold. Now I'm gonna have her drop her tailbone even a little bit more because she looked a little grabby on the iliacus there, and then roll back down. Okay, now we're gonna add in another movement. So I'm gonna have her just reach her hands up to the sky. And we're gonna start with a single leg kick, and then we'll put the two movements together. So if she extends her right leg out on a long diagonal and holds, I'm looking to see that her hip flexor doesn't over grab. She'll drop her tailbone down, find her right low glute, okay, and then set the foot back down. We're just gonna do one more of those. Reach the leg up, find the lower belly and glutes, and back down. Now she'll gently place her hands back behind her head, and we're gonna put the movement together. Curling the chest, kicking the right leg, hold. Anchoring the pelvis, finding that butt bone to belly rib, and then she melts back down, bending the knee. One more. Curl up, kick the foot, and hold. Check the pelvis, and then melt back down. Okay, moving on to the second leg. She's gonna reach her hands up again. We'll start with just the leg. Kick the leg up and out. Check the pelvis doesn't hike. And then she lets the foot come back down. Now on this side, I saw a little left hip wiggle. So we're just gonna kind of cue into that right side lower abdomen. Left leg goes up and out. Right booty tightens. Okay, and back down. She's got a little bit of a tension on that hip. Okay, now we'll have her place her hands behind her head, breath in. Exhale from the rib line, she curls her chest, kicks her foot, checks her form. Right glute to low abs. And then lowers down, drops the foot. Inhale, nod. Exhale, curl. Inhale, hold. Drop the tail. Find that low back space. And exhale down. Okay, now if it's right for you, we'll try to take it into an open kinetic chain. So I'm going to have her first do it with the feet down, which is actually harder in my opinion. But she's going to take the feet up and out. Okay, hold. She'll cue her outer thighs or her thighs to turn out slightly. Okay, to get a little better low glute connection. Bending the knees, return. And again, exhale, ribs, belly, butt, and then back down. Now we're going to add in the chest. She'll curl her chest, kick her feet, hold it, and then she bends her knees and melts back down. Chest first, we curl, kick, and hold, checking tailbone, ribs, shoulders, and back down. Last one for good measure. Exhale, chest, legs, hold, butt bone to belly, find that outer thigh, and then gently release back down. Okay, now I'm going to take the ball away because we could add in a rotation or a contralateral engagement. So from here, you could either use one or both hands behind the head. One hand is easier than both. So I'll have Natalie show you the single arm option first. So she's going to just take this left arm and reach it up. Okay, now she'll simultaneously rotate toward the window as she lifts her left knee. So she curls up, and I'm going to just have her cue that arm out to encourage rotation. Now in this position, her elbows gently reaching forward and around. Her shoulder bone is going to drop a little tighter, and her hips are going to sink a little heavier. Okay, and then she bends the knee and comes back. Left arm to sky. Exhale, kick the leg, reach around, and then return. Okay, we'll do two more. Curl up and kick. Right rib to left hip, and back down. We're anchoring this right hip as we come up to hold, and last one, inhale, exhale, up to hold it, and back down. Now she'll switch arms. Okay, to do that the other way, you just keep both hands behind the head. Okay, curl up, kick the right leg, twist right. Okay, she'll encourage that right hand to the right a little more. Exactly, and then roll back down. Exhale, left rib to right hip, anchor that left booty, and back down. Two more times. Up and over, kick, and back down. Last one, up and kick, and she lays all the way back down. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to our side lying adductor squeeze. So she'll face the camera. Okay, you could again use a ball, use a block. A yoga block would work just as well, a cushion or a pillow from your couch. As she lays her head down, okay, so this is setting us up for our vertical neutral. Her tailbone is back, her chest is up and out. She's got space in the bottom waist. So if you think of the bottom shoulder and hip pulling together, that will shorten this waist. Okay, now as she maintains that waist space, and she can have that top hand down for stability, she's gonna push the top leg down, encouraging this left waist higher, and then release it. We'll do 4 more. Exhale, pull the left waist up, and then bring it back down. So we're working both the top glute, the lower belly, inner thigh, and you can see that her shoulder is depressing slightly, which is good as well. 2, and then 1 more. Okay, now as she focuses on long head to heel, she's gonna point her toes and lift both feet up 2 inches, trying to maintain the length out of that top hip, and then lower back down. Okay, up and away, and back down. Here's 2, curl, reach, and down. Last time, and down. Okay, now we'll have her flip over onto the opposite side and do that again. So we'll show you the back view. She's got a great back side, right? Okay, now with that waist space, she pulls her left shoulder hip together, flex the ankle, push down, squeeze, and return. So what we don't want to see is a shortening right here. So if Natalie purposely does it wrong, she's sinking. That's no good. That's horrible on the SI. Okay, we want to keep that nice space, long line, and then push down, 2, 3, and release. 2 more. Down, 2, 3, and last time. Down, 2, 3, release. Now she points her toes, stabilizes her lower belly, and raises her feet. Exhale up, inhale down. She had a little rotation, so we're going to encourage that glute forward, up and away, and down. 2 left, exhale up, and 1 more time, exhale up, and back down. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and have her flip over onto her back again. Okay, I'm going to go into our glute bridge. I'm going to get rid of the ball for that. So she'll have her feet 4 to 6 inches apart. The knees are almost wider than the hip, but not quite. Okay, now you can do it with the hands down, but I'm actually going to have Natalie raise her arms up so you can see what her spine's doing. Okay, she's got that slight protraction of the shoulder. On an inhale, she picks her pelvis straight up. Okay, now in that position, she's going to shake her head right and left 1 time to make sure there's no cervical tension. And as she reaches through her fingertips, she'll curl her upper waist and then release her tailbone back down. Inhale, she picks her pelvis up with her glutes and hamstrings. As she holds it here, she's going to think of sliding her heels to her butt, getting more glute grab, and then on the exhale, her ribs wrinkle, and she sets her tailbone back down. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, pick the pelvis up. Feel the heels pull to the seat, feel the ribs, and exhale, curl the waist, and drop the tail. Last time. Inhale, pick up, and now exhale, reach through your fingers, curl through your ribs, and drop the tailbone. Now I'm going to have her keep her legs where they are, but pull her right knee to her chest. Okay, now on this one it's a bit harder, so I'd probably encourage her to put her hands down. Okay, now on the single leg, we want to maintain that kneecap, reaching up toward the sky, and the other leg slightly open. Okay, she'll find her glute first, so she's going to grab her butt cheek and then pick her pelvis up and back down. And she does an awesome job of maintaining a level pelvis. And up and down. I'm going to ask that she gives me a little more rib cage communication, and then she goes 2 and back down. Left glute, toe out a little, and up and down. Now we're going to have her switch legs, so her right foot goes down, and it's slightly turned out like a 1 degree turnout. Yep, now left knee stays here. Find your glute, lift your pelvis, hold. Okay, now on this side, she needs to shorten up this right side. Okay, and then she's going to pull this left hip toward her, pelvis, and then she drops back down. Same thing as before. Okay, pull, lift, and back down. Breath pattern. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Ribs and glute, then pick it up and down. Last one, butt and belly, and up and back down. Okay, now she's going to straighten those legs out long and flip over onto her belly for our extension work. Okay, so breaststroke prep 1. Okay, if Nat has her forearms down, like a field goal post or a little more like a W, okay, she's going to focus on a long head and neck. Okay, she's not smashing her nose. Okay, her feet are apart. They could come together with a turned out knee and toe. Okay, she'll push into the tops of the feet, relax her knees a bit just so she can get a better low glute. So she's going to keep her knees down. You could lift them up, but I recommend in the beginning keeping them down. Now on an inhale, she'll lengthen the top of her head away from her spine and come up. Now in this position, she's going to let her collarbones open, and she's going to feel that lower compartment stabilize, and that lower glute stabilize. And then she'll lengthen the head back down and away. We'll do that 3